Hey guys, Etron here. Today we're going to be watching Haminations, one of his new videos. I am doing another reaction video with my friend here.
Only one of the most greatest conks around on YouTube. It's me, Killer84, or The Conk. It is me, The Conk.
Are you excited to get this reaction video going, my friend?
Sure am. I've been watching a lot of Haminations. It's kind of funny.
I agree. He is hilarious.
It made me laugh a bunch of times.
Well, let's take a look at his new video.
Oh, I'm ready. I'm ready.
A hat, and of course the plushies. Click the link below to check it out.
Hey, Bryson, lay down on the ground.
Why?
Just do it.
Okay.
Swirly!
I'm gonna pee.
Hi.
Not even. This is not even 30 seconds in.
Dang, he just got swirly.
Poor guy.
Ouch. That's just painful.
It is.
I'm Bryson, and I've made several videos about my siblings, but there's one that I've yet to tell you about. The oldest sibling, my only sister, Brittany. By the way, that intro skit was a true story. She actually did that to me. But to be honest, looking at the whole picture, Brittany was the sibling that was nicest to me growing up. I mean, she's 10 years older than me, so it kind of makes sense. Why would a 15-year-old have beef with a 5-year-old? She even gave me a nickname.
Oh.
Yep, you definitely.
Name when I was born.
Precious.
I would tell you what nicknames my brothers call me, but I don't want to get demonetized. She was the nicest to me as a kid, but that's probably just because the bar was set so low by Brody and Braden. She was the
Just gets tortured by his older brothers.
only one who wasn't massively disappointed when I was born. Seriously, my brothers wanted another sister, and my parents wanted it to be a surprise. When Brody and Braden came in to meet me and learned I was a boy, they were crushed. You think I'm joking, but I have proof. Look.
Oh my goodness.
Come here, what do we have?
Brayden, Brody. Hi.
Oh gosh.
Then you want to say hi to us? She's sleeping. Guess what kind of baby it is? It's a boy baby. It's
A boy, just like you guys.
Surprised? It's me. I know. He's just like you.
He's just like you. He's a boy.
You've got a brother.
He's so disappointed.
Oh, buddy.
He's so disappointed.
Sister, your sister's right there.
I was a disappointment from day one! Did you see how destroyed Brody was? And Braden went to say hi to Brittany instead of me. Like, excuse me, I just barely entered the earth from heaven. I was expecting a warmer welcome than this. Look at my mom's baby announcement she sent out. It's another boy.
What do you think of that? It's pretty sad.
I'm definitely.
Boy, what did I do to deserve this? I'm so sorry that I inconvenienced you all so much by being born. Anyway, let's start off with a classic family story. I had just been given a new big boy bike, a significant upgrade from my little fixed gear baby bike. I took it to the top of the hill by our house and rode down. It was so fast and exhilarating. I turned into our driveway toward our parking bay and tried braking by pedaling backwards, cause that's how my little bike worked. But this was a big boy bike. Pedaling backwards did nothing. It was too late.
Oh, that's.
I'm gonna pee.
He's dead right there. He died.
Brittany's first reaction to other people getting hurt is to laugh hysterically and try not to pee. I think it's because she's been desensitized to pain from watching all those true crime documentaries.
Her arms were cut off. Her legs were cut off. Her ears were cut off. Her tongue was cut off. Her nose was cut off. Her eyeballs were plucked out.
But regardless
That is dark.
of her obsession with murder, she was very sweet to little old me, and I'll always remember her taking me to Chuck E. Cheese and playing Deal or No Deal together. I still remember our winning strategy.
That's the bank. No deal. That's the bank. No deal. Now, let's open your case. You win!
Although she wasn't always so nice to me.
Well, that's how you win those games.
Never.
One time when I was very young, we were moving into a new house, and little me wanted to wear a paint lid as a hat. When the paint lid would fall, I would cry. Brittany kept coming
poor
back
kid.
to put it back on my head to comfort me, but it kept falling off and I kept crying. So obviously, she glued the paint lid to my head. Mom had to shave my head in order to get the lid off. My hair was ruined!
Oh my gosh.
This is my bread and butter. I can't have you messing up my bread and butter, dude.
Anyway, eventually Brittany started dating and she brings this guy home. I was maybe 7 and we were chilling on the beanbag and playing phone games when all of a sudden the guy says, "It's like really awkward that your little brother is here." Like, excuse me, this is my house. It's really awkward that you're here, chump.
Oh, I want an empty room so that we can get to the kissing part of the night, even though it's our first date.
That's mighty presumptuous of you, forehead. Brittany, this guy's no good for you. Kick him to the curb. I didn't really say that, but I thunk it. Anyway, she dumped him. Then her next boyfriend was Kyle. One time he was babysitting me and I made him watch Danny Phantom with me all day. I also remember showing up at his house one time, inviting myself in, and playing a skateboarding game with him. Then he gave me a toy car, and that was enough for him to get my blessing to marry Brittany. Anyway, they're married now, just like all my other older siblings. Flash forward. I was in high school and Brittany and Kyle were living in Mom's basement. One night we heard Brittany and Kyle yelling downstairs and I got a half-hour lecture from my parents about how hard marriage is. I mentioned it to them the following day and they said, "Oh, we were just watching a hockey game and we were excited." And I was like, "Well, then I got a big lecture about nothing." During this time, Brittany had to stop by a car shop with me in the car. She asked if I could run in and grab some stuff for her car.
Hey Bryson, I need you to go in the store and ask for blinker fluid. I'm out.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. No.
Do you guys have blinker fluid? What fluid? Blinker fluid. Someone's pulling your leg, young man. Blinker fluid isn't a thing. What? Let me
What's sad is they actually have a whole stack of like bottles that say blinker fluid there.
go ask my sister.
I'm gonna pee!
She pranked me, but then I pranked her back by making a video about it and monetizing it. So, who really won? Now, while living together, Mom and Brittany had a few arguments. I don't even remember what the arguments were about, but eventually, after an argument escalated for a while, it would get to the point where they would stop trying to resolve it and instead just try to deal as much emotional damage as possible. And this was my favorite one. I was chilling in Mom's room. Brittany came in and they started rehashing an argument from earlier that day. It escalated and they yelled for a while, then Brittany stormed off. And as she did, Mom said,
"Did I ruffle a feather?"
You don't say that disrespectful to any of your other kids, and I won't stand for it! Ugh!
So that was fun. Don't worry, Mom and Brittany are all good now. But in retrospect, I would say yes, Mom did indeed ruffle a feather. Now it's time to talk about Brittany's kids. My nephews, Hank, Brock, and Jack. I love my nephews. They're huge improvements from the source material. Anyways, I take being the favorite uncle very seriously. Piggyback rides, puzzles, and stuffed animals galore. I also teach them valuable life lessons. What do we do when someone is mean to us? That's right! Violence! Can you say violence?
Violence!
Good! Be resourceful about it too. Throw rocks, bite people, push them down the stairs, all that good stuff.
This is getting dark.
But for real, I do try to influence them positively in whatever way I can. Bad.
Bad.
Good.
I agree with that.
Uncle Bryson, are we getting paid for this?
No!
I'm a voice actor, and voice actors get paid.
No! No money for you!
You know what? I'm calling my agent.
Yeah, right, like you have an agent.
Dad!
What's wrong, buddy?
He's not paying me.
That's a lie. He's lying.
He won't pay me.
Oh.
Here's a funny story for each of the boys. One time, I tied a laundry basket behind this little go-kart thing we had, and I put Hank in it, and I would drive him around the kitchen floor. It was a huge hit. He loved
that'd
it.
be so
I would
fun.
also do the occasional power slide, but one time I slid too hard and...
Oh.
So that was fun to explain to Brittany. Another time, Brittany was outside her house talking to a friend. Brock kept coming out, tugging on her arm, and asking for her attention, but Brittany kept telling him to wait inside and that she would talk to him when she was done. Now, Brock is usually sweet, but this brought out the sourness in him. That's why we call him Sour Patch Kid.
You ruled the day. You neglected me, Mother.
Brittany finished talking and went to go inside, but the door was locked. Brittany told
Oh
Brock
my
to
gosh.
unlock it, but he just stared at her, challenging her authority. Finally, Brittany climbed through the window and yelled, "Oh, you'd better run!" But Brock just stood his ground and stared at her defiantly as she approached, as if to say, "I do not fear you, mother. I'll spare you what happened next." Jack is just the cutest little sweet pea ever, but when visiting, I would often be holding him and... But what really stuck with me was when I found
Looks like he's got a lot of experience changing diapers.
him trying to eat a baby wipe. I tried to take it from him, but he stared at his hand and then at me, holding tight to the wipe. I struggled against his grip as he stared.
Do you feel in charge?
Finally, I used both hands to pry his hand open. Why did a baby have me questioning my strength? I love visiting and having fun with the boys. They also watch my videos, and Hank has some of them memorized. He can quote them better than I can. Hey boys, who's your favorite uncle?
Bryson. The other uncles are cringe.
Haha, yes, I'm the best guy ever.
You know what? Don't flatter yourself, pal. I'm sick of you fishing for compliments all the time. Stop using me as a prop in your narcissistic online circus. Your whole channel is just a pathetic, thirsty attempt to fill that gaping hole in your heart. But guess what? No amount of praise can fix your massive amount
Man, this
of
is a little kid
insecurity.
insulted him.
External validation won't fix you. Have some self-awareness and go to therapy or something, you worthless little psycho. Hank's right. Why did an adult need compliments from small children? You're cringe, buddy.
What? To end this video off, I thought me and Brittany could reminisce together about some of our other favorite memories together. Please enjoy.
Bryson and I had very different moms growing up. I had the mom who was on me. If I wanted to go anywhere, it was, who are you going with? What time are you going to be back? If you're not back by this time, then this. And now, my brothers just can do whatever they want. My mom's tired. She told me she is just tired and done parenting.
Well, I never wanted to leave. I just stayed home all the time.
Yeah. I've only stolen one thing in my life, and I was about 4 or 5 years old, and we went to a fabric store, and there was
Oh,
a pumpkin
no.
with gum in it. My mom told me I couldn't have it. We got back in the car, and she looked at me in the rearview mirror with her piercing eyes as I was chewing bubble gum. She
Thief.
looked at me and said, "Brittany, what are you chewing?" And I said, "Gum." And she goes, "Where'd you get it?" And I said, "The store we were just at." She turned that car around so quickly, marched me back into the store, proceeded to make me tell the cashier that I had stolen the bubble gum. Then we left and drove next
Oh,
door to the
gosh.
police station, where she got an officer, pulled me out of the car, and asked them, "What happens if you steal?" And the police officer said, "You go to jail." And my mom turned around and looked at me and pointed and said, "She just stole a pack of gum from the
Oh my gosh. Kid's under arrest.
fabric store," and I thought I was going to jail. Needless to say,
Needs
that's
to
the first
repent
and
for
the last
stealing
time that I
gum.
stole anything.
What if the officer just arrested you on the spot? It's like, she's going to juvie, and mom's like, wait, my lesson isn't working the way I
Yeah,
thought.
she's 5 years old. So I actually did end up in jail. I was a nurse in a jail. One time I came home from a long 16-hour shift at the jail, and I'd walk in and see Bryson sitting in the same pajamas that he's been in all day, slurping down a bowl of cereal. I'd look at him with disgust and ask, "How much money did you make today?" Let's just say he made a lot more than I did.
She's not salty or anything.
Oh, she's got a knife right
Well,
there.
that was fun. In conclusion, Brittany is my favorite sister. Wait. Hey, hope you liked the video. Thanks for watching.
That's great.
Can we all agree that Bluey will always be top tier and Cocomelon's always gonna be
Yeah.
bottom tier?
Bluey's top tier. Coco Melon can't compete. I'm sorry.
For sure. I mean, like, is Bluey probably the only reason Disney Junior is still existing?
Yeah, Bluey's probably the only reason by this point.
Exactly.
Well,
Exactly.
anyway, thanks guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I'll put Haminations YouTube channel in the link in the description, along with Conkelders. And yeah,
You can check
what do you
out
got
my
to say?
content if you want. I mean, what I gotta say is, if you want to check out my content, you guys, then by all means, go ahead. If you subscribe, you will join the Timber Army. And I'm always looking for new members. Just want to point that out.
Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Have a blessed day, and I'll see you guys later.